Welcome back, everybody. Let's get into the front pages of our newspapers now. And we start off firstly with the business day.
So the business day's lead this morning, Mabuza's return paves the way for a new cabinet. The rand tumbles to 2-month low against the dollar in its biggest one-day drop in 3 months. And Mabuza swearing in yesterday as a member of parliament has now opened the way for President Cyril Ramaphosa to announce his cabinet as pressure mounts against Pravin Gordhan, one of the key allies the president has in fight against corruption and state capture. Also, Sibanye and Lonman, their shares soared on a takeover. On Tuesday, Sibanye's share price shot up more than 10%, and it's the biggest one-day gain in more than 7 months for them. And Lonman's share price rocketed nearly 12%, and good news for them. Not so good news, though, for Astral, and that's the story at the bottom there. Poultry producer collapsing, blames the collapsing municipality for Astral food costs at 85 million rand. Now, Astral Foods, which is South Africa's largest poultry producer, on Tuesday flagged how collapsing municipalities were hurting business and the economy, saying a water supply problem in one town had cost the company at least 85 million rand in profit, and it could threaten jobs. And of course, the town I'm talking about, that little dusty town that I come from, this is Standerton.
That's so sad.
And this is, of course, the Goldie brand early bird farm there in the town. I worked there at some point. But, you know, obviously, the collapsing municipality having a serious impact on one of the few remaining big businesses there.
Not a good story there at all.
No.
Okay, let's move on to the next newspaper now. And this is the front page of the Citizen, I think. Yeah, Citizen. And this one, the big picture there, Brian Molefe, quite a well-used and famous photograph there of Brian Molefe when he was wiping away his tears. Train deal dodged BEE rules. The criteria were dumped for Chinese company to get a billion rand locomotive deal. And ex-CEO Molefe gave the final nod for the changes. It's almost comical. I mean, to think that something like this has gone ahead and the millions and billions that have been spent and wasted.
Yeah, they didn't meet at the first hurdle, the BEE, triple BEE criteria. And then Molefe and I think it named Gama as well.
Yeah.
They came in and somehow made that disappear so that this company could get in.
Unbelievable. All right, so details to that story there. Then on page 3, another life for the cat. David Mabuza is sworn in, clearing his way to Parliament. So we've spoken about David Mabuza, the Deputy President of the ANC, being sworn in as an MP yesterday. And I think that those are the big ones that are focused on the front page of the Citizen. But also, of course, Steyn to miss the cup opener. That's not a nice story. So we know that the World Cup is starting this week, the Cricket World Cup, and Dale Steyn missing that opening match. And we, of course, South Africa in the opening match, playing against
the hosts,
England. So yeah, I'm sure you're going to be watching that as much as we are. Have I said to you that I become an expert during World Cups? Whatever World Cup it is, if it's a rugby, a soccer, or a cricket World Cup, you know I don't know anything about anything. But suddenly during World Cups, I know everything. So wait, just watch my knowledge during the Cricket World Cup.
Yeah, I guess, you know, every pool will have those matches where you have the two favorites going up against one another. But beyond that, I really don't care for the first round of matches. I start concentrating from the quarterfinals.
From the quarterfinals, you start watching then.
I'm not interested.
And now I will watch the opening match. So come on, please watch it. Please,
I don't want to watch the Netherlands and Kenya. Really, I don't.
No, but you're going to watch South Africa and England.
That's the one match in the pool.
There we go. Anyway, what's your next paper?
You think we're going to win?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. We're going to win.
All right. Sowetan. And a picture there of President Cyril Ramaphosa and him hugging, congratulating the cat, Didi Mabuza, with the Chief Justice Mogoeng looking on. And this almost went viral yesterday. Apparently the president saying to Didi there, Spelele manje. So we're all here now. So the party, I suppose, can begin. I don't know. Or the cabinet can be announced, whatever it may be. Ranjani, Zuma is yesterday's man. That's on page 13 of the paper, where Ranjani Munsami writes about why Zuma is yesterday's man. And then on page 2, Love lover's killer gets life. Praise all round as court hands down maximum sentence for a man who shot his girlfriend. So those are some of the stories making headlines. Shaba Malzi's next move. Quite a lot of talk yesterday about Kaiser Chiefs and the fact that Ernst Middendorf is returning and all of that. But yeah, all the sports news on the back pages.
Okay, all right, then finally the Star this morning. Once again, a picture of Didi Mabuza. And I hope, Sakina, it isn't a matter of let the party begin. Please, there's enough parties. We have 10 years of partying. Let's not party anymore. Let's get down to work, okay? No more parties. Let's get going. And that's where Didi Mabuza is sworn in as an MP. Ramaphosa under pressure to appoint Mabuza as deputy. The other one, war over pay TV rights, multi-choice, contesting the inquiry results. I won't go into details there. And monster dad found guilty of sex crimes. I mean, really, 59-year-old Gauteng monster forced his mentally challenged stepdaughter, who was 23 years old, to endure 8 years as his sex slave. Spent his first night in jail last night for the heinous crime. There we go. That's what we opened the program speaking about, and once again, another story reported here. Okay, let's wrap up our newspapers.